Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Bass Fishing Addictions. Today we're going to be unboxing the 13 Fishing Origin FB Blackout. So originally when I ordered this thing on Tackle Warehouse, I had not an absolute clue that it was going to come in one of these style cases, because you know these are the kind of cases that you find on reels at Walmart, so they're kind of associated with cheaper reels. So we're gonna have to cut this open, and when I was coming out here to do the video, I completely forgot that it was in a case that I probably need to cut it out of. So all I literally have is the knife on my little multi-tool that I keep in my truck right here. So we're both gonna struggle together, okay? Actually, first, before I rip this all apart, you can see all the specs on the back that would normally be on a box. So 13-pound max drag, has a 6-way centrifugal braking system, Japanese gearing, don't know if that's anything new. And then has 7 ball bearings, and it is 7.2 ounces. Where's the gear ratio? I don't even remember what I ordered. Alright, and found the gear ratio on it. It's up here, it says 8.1. So this is a pretty fast reel for the price point. Holy crap. This thing ain't even sharp, look at that. That's disappointing. What else do I got on here? Not the right tools for the job whatsoever. Whew! Thought something was gonna get stabbed or broken, whether it was me or the fishing reel. So far I'm definitely liking the paint scheme on this reel. And no, I don't think yours is gonna come with all the dust and cat hair and stuff attached to it. This thing was just sitting in my room for a little while before I got to doing this video. Yeah, see, like, that's probably fish food, honestly. But anyways, so far the matte black paint job is looking pretty killer. Let's do a spin test. Not bad and not the best. Pretty decent. Mainly just flinging all the cat hair off the handle, but... And you can see it has a little hook keeper right there for all you guys who don't like putting on your rod. Button. Very solid feeling and sounding. The drag tension knob click. Nope. I also don't know if this reel is actually a $120 price point reel, because I haven't seen this reel really on the market anywhere besides Tackle Warehouse or maybe one other place. But it might have been like just one of those little promotional type reels that are only manufactured for a little bit amount of time. And you know, obviously those types of reels aren't full of all the bells and whistles. And then they put a super high price tag on them to make it seem like they're, you know, better quality. But usually when a reel doesn't have a clicking tension knob right here, you know, it kind of tells you it's a little bit on the cheaper side. So that doesn't click. There's a star drag. Yep. Pretty solid. And I also love their handles right here. In one of my other videos I said I don't know if I'd prefer rubber handles or EVA foam, but overall I think I like rubber handles a little bit more because they just feel a little bit more solid in your hand. They don't feel like they're gonna, you know, break like a piece of styrofoam or anything, because those EVA foam handles can get pretty lightweight feeling. So We got our 7-ball bearings right there. Gear ratio 8.1 to 1. So this thing is probably looking at about 33 or 4 inches of line per turn. The matte colors I'm a fan of, but I'm not a fan of them because of how dirty they get and how hard they are to clean. Same thing if you had like a bedliner painted vehicle, they're hard to clean. So one solution to this, instead of having braid on here which throws green dye all over your reel and junk, if you put like fluorocarbon or monofilament on here, that pretty much solves your problem. So that's what I think I'm going to be doing with this thing. Alright, so to open the side plate, got a little lever down here like many of the manufacturers are turning to. And we just pull that one straight up just like a lot of other ones. You can see we got all of our adjustments right here. And you know, obviously because there's nothing on the outside that forces you to open up the side plate every single time. Okay, so you pretty much just grab this little chrome dot right here and it's hard to do it because the handle keeps wanting to turn the spool. And all you do is turn that to which one you want it to go to. Got 6 settings. I'm sure I will never turn it any more than 2. That's just how I fish with bait casting reels. If we take this out, and just like almost every other reel nowadays, we got the bearing on the spool shaft, so if you ever wanted to replace that, or if it's going bad, you're going to need one of those little fancy tools. It's also something I've never seen before. They got the line capacity on the actual spool. 135 yards, 12-pound test. That's more than enough for your average fishing. Just gonna pop these back together. And please, if you have reels with this on it, don't forget to close it. I've heard so many things about people forgetting to close it and they go off and cast, and then, you know, obviously the force of the spool rattling all over the place pops it off and it falls right in the water. Just something to keep in mind all the time. So yeah, this reel, like I said, with the matte paint job, it's already dirty looking. You can see all that stuff right there. I'm a fan of the matte because I like them and they look cool. But when it comes to keeping them clean, I swear to God, you almost got to get a pressure washer. So far, this reel is pretty lightweight feeling. Feels pretty solid, doesn't feel like any cheap plastic like a Shakespeare reel or anything. And I also like these line guides that, you know, they're not a perfect circle. I like them either like this or like the Daiwas with the T-wing system. Just helps open it up a little bit more and makes it so that you can cast a little bit easier because the line has more, essentially, room to fly off the spool. So that's a plus for this reel. So that has been the first look at the Origin FB Blackout. So far, I think I'm going to like it. I have the other Origin reels, and I absolutely love them for the price point. They're not anything big or fancy, but they get the job done, and I think this is going to be the same way. The one gripe that I have, the other Origin reel I have is white, and it has the same matte paint job, and that thing is impossible to clean, so I'm sure this thing will be the same way. But otherwise, in terms of functionality, you know, obviously that doesn't affect it. But anyways, if you guys want to see me do a product review on that, Then make sure to stay tuned, and I'll catch you next time.